Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fans, thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cha-ching! And today we have a very special guest. Y'all not gonna believe this. He's a songwriter, leader of a band called the Crimsons. Give it up for Kris. What's up, brother?
How's it going, everyone?
Bro, it's an honor to have you, man. You don't understand, man. It was hard to book you.
Yeah, thank you. With the busy schedule, I'm glad we could make it work.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Well, for those who don't know, I actually went to one of his concerts. It was at a bar in Vegas called Red Dwarf, and it was me and a couple friends. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been to a real rock concert since probably in college. So I was really skeptical. I wasn't sure my boy could do it, and I got there, and you're not gonna believe it. From the three bands that were performing, he was the best one. No lie. I love the fact that when he was playing the guitar, he had a lot of solos and he improved it. Amazing. That was a lot of creativity. I love it. Brother, can you explain a little bit about your experience, performing there?
Yeah, so this bar called the Red Dwarf, it's literally right down from my rehearsal space. Um, it's a great venue. It's small, but it's a great place. So this guy hit me up. He goes by the Powered by Rock Official. It's a page that reviews a lot of rock bands and everything like that. Um, he hit us up for this gig, so we played. He's like, "Yeah, come on out. We'll have you guys play." And we're like, "Yeah, that sounds fun." It was a lot better than expected. The sound was amazing, and I was nervous. There was actually a good amount of people there, and playing for David and some of our coworkers, it was very nerve-wracking for me. But I do it all the time, so yeah, it was very very fun. Yeah, a lot of the music that I write, I come up with the basis of a riff, and then most of the like soloing, like where I kind of shred, um, that's all improv on the spot just to keep it different every time. So I just said it's a nice little bar.
Perfect, perfect, brother. And tell us a little bit about like how did you get the band together? Where'd you come up with the name? Tell us the process.
The process. So, well, I started the Crimsons, the project about, I want to say 2 to 3 years ago when I first started learning guitar. Actually, I was in a couple other projects at the time, but I started this project probably, yeah, 2 years ago. I had three other members. We kept practicing every day, kind of over COVID. It was just we just practiced and just kept writing. I kept writing songs, and we just kept playing. And then we finally got our first gig, but then we broke apart after that because our singer moved and everyone got kind of tired. And then I gave a rest for a little bit, and then uh, recently, November end of 2021, I got two members, a bass player Anthony Alcantar and my drummer Carlos Herrera, and we practiced for 2 weeks and we had our first gig. So they learned all 10 songs that I wrote, and so I just the name Crimson just kind of came up. I was like, oh, I like the color red, and I was like, oh, Crimson Red sounds cool. So I was like, yeah, let's just go be called the Crimsons. That's how I came up with the name. And we've been performing just about every weekend since about the end of February, and we're continually growing and getting better and better gigs.
That's amazing, brother. I'm really happy. And for those who don't know, this guy is the new rock star I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest. And he's Colombian. Give it up
Yeah.
for my Latinos, man. We're moving up. You see?
Yeah.
So I love it, man. And who are your inspirations? Is it Santana? Is it Guns N' Roses. Like, give us the spills. What got you wanting to create your sound?
So creating my sound. So well, I go a lot of based off of 90s grunge music, which is it's a small little genre of rock. And it was only alive for a short period of time. So my biggest inspirations for the music that I write are Nirvana, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and Stone Temple Pilots. But music that I like, it's all over the place. I like a lot of 50s music, 60s, 70s, 80s, like all, you can name it. I just don't like really modern music. That's the only thing. So I got a lot of inspiration from Black Sabbath and left-handed guitar players. Left-handed guitar players, since I'm left-handed, that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, because there's not a lot of us out there left-handed. So yeah, so especially Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, and Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Dang, bro, you're bringing back like the old school rock, man. Like that, I remember listening to Black Sabbath when I was in sixth grade, bro. That was like my playlist. You know what I'm saying?
It was an eye opener. It's crazy.
Oh man, no, dude, that's amazing, man. It's nice to see young people getting together and doing their dream, and it's amazing too, like the fact that you're booked every weekend. I think that's wild.
Yeah, it's very it can be tiring, but it's very fun. I love music, and I've been really pushing hard to keep going. Um, I really want to just get my music out there, and I want people to hear what I can do. We just released our first EP called Underground. It's out everywhere on Spotify, Apple Music. That really brings back a very 90s grunge alternative sound, because there's two alternative songs and then there's four grungy songs. Um, they're very nice, and yeah, we got an acoustic EP coming out this month. So yeah, we're just trying to keep going and keep thriving to do the best we can.
Damn, brother. Now I do want to pick your brain a little bit. There's one thing that you do when you play the guitar. It's in the bottom of your foot, like a. If you can explain it, it's like a skateboard.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So a lot of musicians have these fancy like pedal boards. That's what they're called. They're called a pedal board. Usually they're a rectangle, and they're kind of slanted. So those are expensive. They're about $80 just for the board. Just for the board. No like electronics. The literally the plugs are all like, those are like $35 alone. The on top of that are like 90 to 150 a piece. So what I did is I used to skateboard a lot, and what I did is I took my old skateboard, I got some Velcro patches from Lowe's, and I put all my pedals that I thrifted. So I got a 1993 grunge pedal, a 1995 punk pedal, a new Boss distortion pedal, and a couple other pedals that give like an ambient sound, spacey sound. Um, yeah, and I just Velcroed them on my skateboard, connected them all with the plug, and it works great. That's what I use, and people really love it. They kind of lose their mind when they see that I have my pedals on a skateboard, because I'm pretty one of a kind with that idea.
I, I think that's genius. I think that's so amazing. When I saw, I was like, yo, what is he doing playing with his skateboard? He's performing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pop a kickflip.
Yeah, right. I was like, where's Tony Hawk? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, dude. But no, I gotta say, brother, it's really nice that you stand out. You're very different, by the way. I
Yeah.
like it. And speaking of thrifting, right? You thrifted for the pedal board and your skateboard and everything, putting it together. Tell us a little bit about, because I like thrifting, brother. What makes you enjoy thrifting?
What makes me enjoy thrifting, I actually just love old stuff in general. I've been interested in old things since I can remember, since my dad first showed me The Goonies. That's my favorite movie. I actually got a tattoo. Um, I that's when he showed me that, I got really into old 80s movies, and then I started digging deeper and discovering that I like old stuff, like old equipment. So like cassettes, VHS tapes, comic books, old video games, and it just I love how such old things can last so long. And especially old clothes. I love thrifting old clothes. I mean, you get bargains, you get deals, you know. This is my this is my grandpa's old Hawaiian shirt from the 80s. So, I mean, my grandma gave it to me because he doesn't wear it no more. So I was like, yeah, and it looks great. That's what really I love about thrifting. It's just old stuff and it's cool. It's just really appealing to me.
Wow. No, that's dope, man. Like for me too, like when I go out, I try to pick a day where, I leave from work, I go straight to a thrift store. We used to have one in Chicago. It's still there. Like I miss that one. It's called Village Discount. And
Yeah.
there's so many all over Chicago. You probably remember because you used to live
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Chicago.
yeah, and that's what I miss about the Midwest because the Midwest honestly has way better prices and they're very cheap because just over here it's seen as like an aesthetic and everyone's trying to buy everything over here, and it's not as common just because it's like the farther east you go, the older everything is, like the cities and everything, you know. So, but yeah, Chicago's great, great place for thrifting. Love it.
Oh man, I miss it. My favorite one was the one on Elston and Montrose. And then there's another one on the south side. It had like two floors. It
Oh
was
wow.
amazing, man. I miss it, bro. Every jacket I bought, I remember I found a jacket. It was like if you looked it up, it was like beige, had like a belt,
Yeah,
and it was like for dress up, right? Which when you're dressed up, button down shirt, black
yeah,
pants. Like if you're going to a date or a business meeting,
yeah.
it got that vibe. And brother, you're not gonna believe it. That jacket was like about $400 to buy it like in the regular store, like Banana
Yeah.
Republic, and I
Oh
got
yeah.
it for $10.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's like there's one time I like well, I use eBay a lot. So eBay has a lot of stuff you can just buy. Like 19 so I recently got a pair of 1960s Chuck Taylor Converse, you know, typical Converse. Um they fetch at around 4 to 500 because they're from the 60s, and if they're in great shape, mine are wearable and still best shape. I got them for around $50 off eBay.
Whoa,
Yeah, and they're really nice shape. I still wear them. They're great.
that's crazy, bro. See, I'm telling you, people, don't be scared, man. Find better deals thrifting, and it's kind of fun. It's like hunting for treasure. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
You just don't know what you're gonna find. And brother, I want to ask you. So let's talk a little bit about horror films because I'm a big, Chucky fan. You already know.
Yeah, check.
what's your favorite franchise for the horror classics?
So my favorite franchise would be Halloween. That's for old. But modern day franchise, I love the Conjuring Annabelle series. Love it.
Ooh,
Like I don't know, they're scary, but like some people don't think they're scary, but I just love the production and how they were just the whole story. Love it. Halloween, I just like Michael Myers. I think he's a badass because just in the end of the last movie, sorry for the spoilers if no one's seen it, but he just they think he's dead and then he just resurrects and kills everyone. It's just great. I think they finally stop. They don't stop him.
it's true, man. And you know what, Michael Myers, I gotta be honest, it's a lot of psychological because he comes in and out of the hospital, and doctors are trying to figure out why he's doing things that he do, right? And
Yeah.
I like him. I like all the movies. The only thing I didn't like, I think we talked about it last time, and was the number two of Halloween.
Yeah, it didn't even have anything to do with them.
Right.
So that movie we could just it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Oh man. And then I love talking about Chucky. That's my favorite sinister evil doll. And for what I'm saying, I kind of like it because he talks, he makes fun of everybody.
And then he just goes around killing everyone. It's crazy.
This little short, he was like a little short dude, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. I really want them to make of to call Freddy and Chucky.
Freddy and Chucky. That would actually be a great idea, just because it's kind of funny. It would just be kind of funny to like see Chucky just flying and attacking Freddy. And they both, one has a knife, the other had one has a claw hand. So that would be a pretty interesting duo. And they both have their kind of sense of humor. So
Yeah.
it'd be like a comedic horror movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And I remember you were saying that they should make a Michael Myers and Jason Friday the
Yeah,
13th. But I
yeah.
said, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're most powerful villains, but then it will be a silent film.
And that's where it would take a lot of ideas and brainstorming to figure out. So they kind of have like a lot of talking in the movie.
Right.
So they would have to like probably hire like make an outside like like a group, like how every horror movie has like a group, or like you know there's the like Friday the 13th just has the group of kids. They would have to talk, and then it would have to go based around that.
It's true. It's true, brother.
Yeah.
And and what about I heard you're big into Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I love Star Wars. Star Wars is great. I haven't seen any of the new Mandalorian stuff though, but I'm more of the old. Well, like I like old stuff, so I go with all the old classics. Star Wars: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I love all those, and also the prequels, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith. I got posters, I got Pez dispensers, I got a lot of memorabilia that my dad got me that I've actually found unearthed in storage. So, oh
Damn, brother. It's crazy how you name the movies so quick. The old school movies. You're like
yeah,
New Hope, Empire State. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Wait, so
like
brother.
yeah, like
Oh, right. And brother, who's your favorite character? Is it Darth Vader, Yoda, or Luke Skywalker, or is it the original like Obi-Wan Kenobi, or who is it?
so I like so my favorite character out of the actual people is probably Han Solo. And he did shoot first. So he shot for with the whole scene Greedo, and where they're sitting at the table, and they say Han shot first. I like Han Solo just because I like his character, and that's actually one of my favorite actors is Harrison Ford. He was in Indiana Jones. He was in a lot of movies that I love, and he's actually one of my favorite actors. Out of like the robots, I like R2D2. He just beeps the whole fucking time, and he doesn't even really do anything, you know. Well, it kind of helps, and then but I also like the Ewoks. At the end of Return of the Jedi, the sixth movie, the little like bear looking creatures.
Oh yeah, they were cute. I forgot
Yeah,
about them.
they make funny noises, and they're like they're just like I just like them.
There's actually a movie that got banned. It's actually made by Star Wars. It's the Christmas Star Wars special. Have you heard about it?
Oh yeah, the Christmas Star Wars special. Yeah.
They said the reason why because the noises that Chewbacca was making and like I guess there was another one too. They sounded like they were having sex.
Yeah, that's why they was banned. Yeah, 'cause- yeah, I haven't watched it personally because I only found out about it like a little bit ago. But I would it's probably yeah that's probably a good reason why it should be banned.
Oh man. But dude, like for me, I gotta be honest, my favorite character growing up was actually Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, he's He's super cool. That was actually my favorite. I actually was always like, yeah, dark side, let's go. you know, and then like, when someone disrespected him, he would just be like, die. He was one of my favorite too for the longest time. I used to dress up for him for Halloween for literally probably 3-4 years when I was younger
Oh wow.
in a row. Yeah, so I got an original like mask, like it makes the sounds and everything. It's the helmet. I got a Darth Vader Pez dispenser right there. If I would grab it, but yeah, it's right there. Yeah, he's one of my favorites by far.
Wow, dude. I think, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I think the prequel is better than the newer Star Wars movies.
Yeah, the newer ones I'm not a big fan. Like watched some of them, but I just there's something about the nostalgia of like the prequels, like the ones that came out in the early 2000s. People say they were bad, but they're not bad. They're really, pretty good to continue like build up the story of Anakin, Darth Vader. That's what I love about them. And the fight scenes in the third, especially in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Anakin, crazy. Beautiful.
You were supposed to defeat the Sith.
You are my brother. I have the
Oh,
high ground.
you're right. It sounded like they were playing chess. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. It sounded like they're who's the next move.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Checkmate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man, no, but dude, that's so cool, man. I think too as well, showing the story on how Darth Vader became Anakin, and it's crazy because if you rewind to Revenge of the Sith, right, episode 3, there's a scene in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, right? No, is that it? Yeah, Revenge of
Yeah.
the Sith,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Palpatine, Mace Windu, and Anakin, and you got Palpatine. Now, Mace Windu already had him right the lightsaber. He just needed Anakin to do the last move,
Yeah.
and Anakin kind of he basically used the lightsaber against Mace Windu,
Yep.
which made him weak. And so Palpatine used the electric power, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And the whole series would have changed if Anakin destroyed the Lord Sith too.
Yeah, if he didn't turn to the dark side, because that's where you see him finally make his final turn in the movies. That's where you see Anakin. You see he has a lot of hate built up. I think it's a lot to do with his childhood. In Phantom Menace, you see it like poverty and his mom eventually was killed. So it would have changed the whole movie. You're right. If he would have just been like, no, say help Mace Windu, he would have just cut Palpatine.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So which Mace Windu is cool. He's the only one with the purple lightsaber.
That was my favorite one, bro. No lie, because I'm like, man, that's cool, man. We got somebody different.
Yeah.
I do think that there's I don't know if you remember this, brother, but in episode 1, um, there's a whole meeting, like a council meeting. You have Yoda as like the main judge, but you got Quince Window, the one with the green lightsaber that trained Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Qui-Gon Jinn,
Qui-Gon,
right?
thank you, bro.
No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's the name. Yeah, that's the one. And so he was pretty much telling everyone that I think Anakin is special. He built ship. He's really smart. I can see him being the next future of the Jedi. And then Yoda, there's a scene where he goes like, "I feel something not right."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I saw that. So in Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn was like, I sense a deep force, like power with this kid, with Anakin, with young Anakin. And that, yeah, I remember that scene. Yoda's talking, and he's like, "Yes, but something." He basically says something isn't right.
And so
So
Isn't that crazy that Yoda knew
He
something
sensed it.
was?
He already sensed it. He was already
Yeah.
ahead of, you know. But there was a lot of hope because he can't tell that much into the future. But there's a lot of hope that that bad thing doesn't come out. But unfortunately, it did. But it gave us one of the most known characters in all of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hands
Great
down.
story.
That franchise definitely um is a long franchise. I'm so
Yeah,
happy that they're making an Obi-Wan TV show. You heard about it?
I heard about it.
So I definitely want to see. I love that actor. I think he's amazing.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, great actor.
Chef. That's kidding. Oh man, brother. Nah, man, I'm really happy, brother. We got to chop it up, man. And
Yeah.
one last question I want to ask you, brother, before we wrap it up. What's any advice you can give young people that want to pursue music and want to start a band?
Just don't give up. Keep practicing. It's just practice, practice, practice. I mean, you don't have to be good at guitar. Just learn how to listen to a lot of music and just listen to what you like, and just don't try to copy that person, but just try and like feel their energy and see how they did things. So just keep working. Don't give up. Gave up, but I continue to keep working, and here I am. My band's doing really good. You just got to keep working and deal with all your personal problems, and you just got to learn to channel it and make everything all right. So just keep working and keep practicing. That's all you got to do.
I love it, brother. I love it. And brother, real quick, where's your big I know there's a competition happening in Vegas for the bands. What's the give us a little spills or what's happening so can show up and come through support you.
Yeah, so uh May 19th, my band is performing with we're doing a battle of the bands, and it is a it is at the Cosmopolitan. It's at this bar called the Barbershop. So I don't know if everyone can go in for the qualifying, but at least for the final rounds, if we make it, people can come in. But we're basically competing for $2,000 and a 6-month residency to play there almost every weekend for 6 months.
Dang, dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we're preparing for that. We got to do all covers, and yeah. So we hope that goes well for us.
I love it. Support your boy, guys. Show
Yeah.
up. Be 21 and over. Like I always say, you got to be safe, especially if you want to drink. I'm gonna wrap it up. This is the Outlet to Reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching. And you know where to find me. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, the Outlet to Reality. My TikTok is at Yaakov28. Snapchat is gonna pass it. And Kris, where can my fans find you?
You can find us on Instagram at _Crimsons LV. So that is THE_ and then CRIMSONSLV. You can follow our page, check out our music, just type in the Crimsons, and the first thing that'll probably come up is our name, and then it'll be a EP called Underground. You can find our music everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and yeah,